Hi everyone, it's me Anna. I know I've been missing for a while, but I haven't been feeling really good and I haven't been feeling up to making a video. I'm sorry about the lighting. Maybe that's better. Um Maybe not. That's too bright. Okay. Right now I'm in my craft room. It's a huge mess as you can see. Um I haven't been in here since surgery, which is unfortunate because I love scrapping, but I just haven't had any mojo to do anything. Um, but so I'm gonna update you because the last time I made a video, it was my third week post-op. So this will be my fourth, fifth, and sixth week post-op, which tomorrow makes my seventh week. So I should have left this video for tomorrow, but what the heck. So I'm down to in 6 weeks because I haven't weighed myself. So I'll weigh myself tomorrow. But week 6 I was down 37 pounds altogether in 6 weeks. Um, week 4 I lost 4 pounds. Week 5 I lost 5 pounds. And on week 6 I lost 2 pounds. Now I know I could lose a lot more, but I can't eat. I don't have no appetite. For a minute, I would say for a good month or so, maybe even longer. Um, since surgery, I've been very, very, very nauseous. Everything I put in my mouth made me dry heave, made me nauseous. Smells make me nauseous. It's almost like if I'm pregnant. Um, I remember being pregnant with my son, and every little smell made me sick. Let's see if I can point this down. Made me sick, and that's almost like how I feel now, like if I was pregnant, which is weird because every little smell makes me nauseous, and I don't like it, and oh. So okay, what happened? Um, I had to get an endoscopy done because they thought that because of I kept complaining about every time I drank something, I seem to burp, 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 burp. I'm burping a lot, a lot, a lot. I don't know if that's because if that's because I don't have anything in my system and I just have a lot of gas or what. But I just every time I eat or drink, mostly when I drink, I constantly burp burp after I just burp burp like a good 4 or 5 times, and that causes the whatever I drank to come up a little bit, and it's nasty because then I have to swallow it back down, and that's a little bit gross. And so my surgeon, she ordered an endoscopy to be done, and um, I got it done, and everything showed, to be normal. Everything was good. There was no scar tissue in the opening into my pouch, and the only thing that the doctor did say that performed the endoscopy was that, excuse me, excuse me, that there was some inflammation on my esophagus. Now, I don't know if that's due to because I dry heave so much that, I've, heard it myself, or if it was because of, due to surgery. I don't know. I never asked. I should have, but I didn't. So, Um, that was one thing. Then, she prescribed some nausea medicine. These little red, little tiny pills. They did not do anything. I still kept complaining. Sorry about the nausea, and so she prescribed these little white little pills, and they seem to help me out a little bit. Not a whole bunch, but they did help me out a little bit. And the only thing about them was that I think those were the things that were making my mouth really, really watery, because it was like, excuse me, oops, it was like my mouth was constantly watery, and I felt like I was filling my pouch with saliva. I mean, I know that sounds gross and everything, but that's exactly how I felt. Like I was filling my pouch with saliva, and it's disgusting. And I had to keep swallowing. And I've never been a person to drool at night, and I used to have to keep a little towel right underneath my mouth, so just in case I would drool at night, I wouldn't drool all over my pillow. And so I stopped taking um, the nausea pills a day ago. Um, I haven't been nauseous, thank God. Um, but then after the endoscopy, like 2 days later, oh my God, can I tell you what happened to me? I woke up with severe pains, and I thought I was having appendicitis. And um, the pain wouldn't go away, wouldn't go away. So I said, let me take a hot shower. Oh, I'm so sorry. Every time I do a video, I get these freaking yawns. So, um, I, uh, I, I got into the shower, and oh God, this pain was so bad. So, I stood in the tub, and I would just let the shower hit me, and I just curled up in a ball. I laid in the tub, and I just let the hot shower hit me, and I was just crying and crying. And my husband got home, and of course, the first thing he does is look for me and see what I'm doing. And he finds me in the bathtub, and he carries me out like Prince Charming. And he dries me up, and I'm crying in this pain, and I've never had this pain before. It was almost worse than labor pain. So, I'm telling him, baby, I can't take it. It's really, really bad. So he's like, do you want to go to the emergency room? And I was like, no, not right now. Let's just, let's see if it goes away. Like 10 minutes later, it was like, I mean, the pain it was a constant pain. It wasn't like it would go away a little bit and then come back, go away and come back. No, it was a constant pain. So finally I said, okay, let's go. So we went, and I was just hunched over in this pain, and they took me in, and uh, they gave me some pain medicine, and I'm allergic to Demerol, so they couldn't give me any Demerol. But they gave me something else, dilutin or something like that. I don't know. But the first thing that they gave me did not work, not even a little bit. I was screaming in pain, dry heaving at the same time, because the pain was so bad. It was making me I was already nauseous, and it was just so bad. So they give me something else, and finally it starts to work a little bit, and I could I feel the pain, but it's not as bad. So they order, I get a CAT scan done, I get an MRI, I get an EKG done, because they know that I am gastric bypass. So they want to make sure that they check everything. So the last thing I got done was the CAT scan, and when I was getting off the table, the guy tells me, "Oh, it looks like you have a kidney stone." And I've never had a kidney stone in my entire life. In my 39 years, never, ever, ever. My husband, on the other hand, he suffers from kidney stones. He's had them a good maybe 4 times. So I get back to the to where they were, to the emergency room where they have you, and I get they put me back. He's So the doctor comes back. She's like, "You want the good news or the bad news?" So I'm like, "Give me the good news, because at this point I can't take any more bad news." Remember, I was still feeling really effed up, over my surgery, and I just wanted to hear some good news. So she's like, "Well, everything seems your bypass seems everything looks great. There's nothing wrong." So I was like, "Okay, that's good. So what's the bad news?" And she's like, "Well, the bad news is that you got a kidney stone, and we're gonna have to admit you, because if you can't pass it, we're gonna have to do surgery." So of course, I start crying because I don't want no more surgery. I'm done having surgeries. Um. Anyway, they admit me. Fortunate for me, when they admitted me, all the rooms were all the rooms were taken, and the ones that did have an available bed, the room was occupied by a male, and they can't put a man and a woman together in a room. So I got a private room. Yay! So I got a private room, and